Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we're going to talk about Lord of the Rings Quest to Mount Doom. And this is published by Games Workshop and designed by Jay Clare.
All right, you guys. We are putting this out in celebration of Lord of the Rings Day. We love Lord of the Rings. Not that you can't watch this any other day, because I encourage you to watch it any other day also.
All the days.
But I saw this. This was a Barnes & Noble exclusive. And I was like, Barnes & Noble exclusive? No. But Lord of the Rings? Yes. And then I was like, oh, it's got roll and move? I'm not sure about that. But then I was like, Games Workshop? Yes. Buy it. All right, so we bought it. Let me show you how to play it. All right, here's our setup for the Lord of the Rings Quest to Mount Doom. Now, this board is absolutely massive, and on top of that, it is made to look even bigger by the fact that there are cards tucked in all around the edges. Now, each one of these cards represents a location on the board. So over here we have, Edoras. There's the Paths of the Dead there, and there is the Paths of the Dead card that is associated with it. Now, this is a competitive game. What you are trying to do is you are trying to find the One Ring. The One Ring is going to randomly be one of the cards that is tucked under one of these locations. So it's our job to roam around the board and land on locations that the item hasn't been taken yet, take that card into our hand, and then basically try to take it all the way down here to the corner to Mount Doom. So on our turn, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip over one of these Eye of Sauron cards, and then we are going to move Eye of Sauron to that location. That's where he's looking right now. So right now it's Balin's Tomb. So let's put this on Balin's Tomb. Right there. Basically, you don't want to be where the Eye of Sauron is looking. If you ever enter into that space, or it enters into the space with you, what's going to happen is you have to discard a card and then move back to the starting location. If you're playing a 2 to 4 player game, the starting location is up there in the corner in Hobbiton. If you're playing with 5 or more, it is in Rivendell over there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to roll our die. And you can see all these different connections here. What you can basically do is you can roll your dice and move that many spaces. However, the distance between each space is shown there by the numbers. So, for instance, we rolled a 2 there. We could either go from here, 1, 2, or let's say from this location here, that would take 2 by itself. And again, if where you have landed has not yet had the location card taken, let's say if we landed on Edoras over here, we can find the Edoras on the outside of the board. If it still had its card there, you get to take that card into your hand. If your figure ever lands in the exact same location as another character or another figure, you get to take one card from their hand randomly. And again, it might be the One Ring that they've been keeping secret. The last thing you're going to do on your turn is you're going to draw an event card. The event cards are way out over here. You're going to put this in your hand. And there's a ton of different abilities. This one says, play at any point on your turn, all players in the Shire miss their next turn. That can be a powerful card early on to make someone basically lose a turn. All the items around the edge of the board here are similar. They're all just different effects that you can do. This one says this is one's long bottom leaf. It says play at any point during your turn. Choose another player. Swap your hand with that player. Let's say you only got 2 or 3 cards in your hand and they've got maybe 10. This is a good way for you to get a whole bunch of cards and maybe even again find that One Ring. So that's all there is to a turn. You're going to flip over the Eye of Sauron deck. You're going to move around trying to find the One Ring, and then you're going to end your turn by drawing an event deck. What you're trying to do is you are trying to get the ring and trying to make it all the way down over here to Mount Doom. If you are able to do that on your turn, you are going to be the one who destroys the One Ring and have all of the fame and glory that comes with that. You are declared the winner of the game.
I am sure there is something I enjoy about this game. I like the theme.
Hey, we like Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
I really like Lord of the Rings.
You guys, honestly, here's the thing. This game was not that fun.
No.
Okay, this is a 2018 or 2019 release. It's relatively new, but it's using all these mechanisms from not
80s.
Not just like 80s, 70s, like the 30s, like the 1830s.
Yeah,
there's mechanisms.
1830s.
There's a Civil War game. No, that was like the 60s. It's got roll and move as the main mechanism, right? And then on top of that, you have all these event cards and item cards. They basically do the same thing, and most of which is lose a turn.
Yeah, skip your next turn.
Take an extra turn. Lose your turn.
So my turn is skipped, and Ryan gets to take 2 turns, so he gets to take 3 turns in a row? Like, are you
During
serious?
which case I might grab more cards, which I might make you lose more turns.
Yeah. I was just like, this is no. I mean, like, no.
And what is the name of that book again that this is based off of? The first one? Fellowship of the Ring?
Yes!
Fellowship? Does that...
Like community togetherness.
So you're competing to return the ring to Mordor? Like, and you're willing to hurt each other in order to do it?
I do think, Ryan disagrees with me, but I do think that if there are people in your life that are not gamers but are Lord of the Rings fans, this would be suitable. There's like very little game here. There's very little thought here, so you can just be excited. However, like even the locations aren't accurate on the map.
Yeah.
Like the regions, like they'll say that like Rohan was really over here, but on this map it's like over here.
And if you're a Lord of the Rings like nerd, you're gonna know that and see that, and that's probably who this game was for: is non-gamer Lord of the Ring nerds.
Yeah.
And they're gonna know that. They're gonna see that.
Yeah, there's just so many wonderful Lord of the Rings games out there that if you see this one at Goodwill, just walk on by.
Or Barnes & Noble if there's still any Barnes & Noble who still have it left. And you have to build the miniatures, and there are Games Workshop miniatures, which are usually pretty good quality. From what I've heard, these aren't quite as good as the normal Games Workshop.
But they're still decent. They're
You have to assemble them just like, the majority of Games Workshop minis. But they look pretty cool on the table, and that's about all I can say about them.
That's all we can say about this entire game. The minis looks cool on the table.
Even the insert's bad. I mean, all the cards like pop out and shift all around, and you guys,
we don't like doing this.
Yeah, this was a pass for us. A hard pass.
Well, everybody,
we're going to throw this into the fires of Mount Doom. we're going to quest Mount Doom, and we're going to cast this into the fires of Onodruim.
If you want to see more stuff like what you just witnessed, make sure to subscribe so you can see our videos as they come out, and also leave us a comment below of what your favorite Lord of the Rings or themed game is. What's your favorite IP themed game? Let us know in the comments below. Until then, you can find us on Facebook, we're Ryan Bethany Board Game Reviews. On Twitter, we're Ryan Bethany1, and on Instagram, we are Ryan and Bethany.
You guys, thanks for watching this debacle of a game review. Well, the review wasn't bad. It was the game that was bad.
Yeah, the review was excellent.
You guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.